It appears to be pretty conclusive, wouldn't you say?
It appears to be good news for your ex-girlfriend, but I'm not sure it's progress unless you tell me who your other suspects are.
Well, I'm not ready to name anyone just yet. Like I say, that statement just came in.
Well, you weren't working on any other leads, checking out other possibilities in the meantime?
Sure I was. I just don't have anything we can take to the bank yet.
Hey, Cruzerine. I'm sorry. Didn't know you had company.
Yeah, this is District Attorney Tony Patterson. We're talking about the Capwell investigation.
Hi, I'm the landlord, Jim Sherman. I rent the dock space to Mr. Castile. You got my check?
Listen, as soon as we're done here, I'll cover you, Jim.
That's all right, that's all right. I gotta get back to the office anyway. Let me be brief. Cruz, if I don't get a list of suspects soon, you're off this assignment and Crowley is on.
Now, wait a second, Tony, why Crowley?
To begin with, he's never been engaged to one of the Capwells. Now, you want to stay on this case? You get something for me that I can work with. Get off your butt. Nice meeting you.
Likewise, sir. Good, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Is he for real?
Taking me off the case? You bet he is.
Well, he can't do that.
He can do it. He's the DA.
Well, then we got to come up with some suspects for you here.
No, we don't have to come up with anything, Pearl. This is my party, remember?
Hey, I crashed your party when I signed that sworn statement. You need me now, buddy boy.
Wrong. You have done your bit.
How'd you like the landlord routine, huh? Pretty good?
Brilliant.
Well, what the heck should I have said?
Hey, I'm a personal friend of Cruz's. I also happen to be the same guy who signed that statement on Eden Capwell. No coincidence. Would that have been better?
Give me a break, will you, man? I got work to do. Okay?
Listen, you should at least be glad that I sized up the situation so quickly.
Thanks.
Cheer up.
What is to be cheerful about, man? I'm piling one lie on top of another. I'm sorry, but that's not the way I'm used to operating. It's not what gives me my kicks.
Right. Must be real tough to rejoin the human race after so many years as a saint, huh?
All right, let's get something straight. Just because you wormed your way into this case does not make you my partner, nor are you my shrink. We're walking a real fine line here, and it's getting finer by the second.
Well, isn't that a coincidence? Because so are you, Cruz. So are you. What's the matter?
Buzz and the cook are in the kitchen. I just hope I have a few more minutes.
It's quite a transformation. Coming over here in the car, he's like a one-man rock band. Look at him now.
He hasn't been fuzzing all day, has he?
No, actually, he's been great. Of course, Daddy did.
Well, it seems as if I've gotten here just at the right time. Greetings, Mr. Hartley. We meet again.
Going up to see Dad?
What's it to you?
I'm sure he'd want to congratulate you if he could. Allow me to speak on his behalf.
Mason, save your breath.
Oh, touchy. I would have thought that you'd be delirious, Eden. I mean, a innocent bystander appears out of the blue and swears that he was halfway across town and saw you at the very moment Dad's machines were tampered with. What a lucky break.
I knew you'd take it that way. I knew you'd try to shoot down everything the minute I told you, and I was prepared for it.
Eden, I'm not trying to shoot anything down. I knew that you weren't capable of doing Dad in. Not that you didn't give it serious consideration, but in the end, I knew that the intestinal fortitude was decidedly lacking.
Would you please let me by?
Well, why are you in such a rush? Now that the finger of suspicion has been pointed away from you, you're free to help me. I could really use your input. Eden, am I to believe that you don't have any of your own ideas? Any suspicions about who the culprit might be? Now, I can't believe that. Don't you want to see that person caught?
That's up to the police, Mason.
You mean Cruz?
Yes.
Speaking of whom, he seems about as happy as you do these days. One could almost believe that the romance of the century had officially reached the end of its road. But no engagement, no wedding, no nothing.
Mason, I know that you'd like to twist the knife a little further, but I would just like to go up and see my father, please.
Eden, I'm sorry. No, honestly, I've always felt that you and Cruz were one of those magical combinations that was meant to be. I prayed to be as lucky myself. I was really hoping that you two would work things out the way you always did. I guess there are some things even the strongest relationships can't overcome.
I suppose there are.
Have to say, I don't think it helped for you to get involved with Cranston, though.
I'm not involved with Kirk. It's nothing of the kind.
He is.
Damn it, Mason, you don't know Kirk. You don't know a thing about it, so just shut your mouth about something like that, please.
I know one thing, Eden. You're not in control of your life these days. Does it really make sense for you to blame the events of the last few days on me?
When the events that have happened, you've tried to take advantage of? It's all very clear, Mason. Why'd you have to be so obvious? Mason Capwell, ambulance chaser, sitting around the scene of an accident in case the victim is weak enough so you can take advantage of her. You have seen this whole tragedy in one single, selfish, overwhelming concern, your long-awaited takeover of the company.
It's not true.
You would be perfectly happy, Mason, to send me off to prison because you get your rightful place in the company. But now that that possibility has evaporated, you're back to making me feel like I'm incompetent? Well, that's not gonna work, because I'm gonna continue to work at this company and make it work, and nothing you do is gonna stop me.
You're not the one making it work, Eden. Kirk Cranston is, and I don't know how you can trust him.
Who am I supposed to trust, Mason? My brother? My brother who would send me off to prison without a second thought?
All I've ever wanted is what's best.
All you've ever wanted is what's best for you. That's all you've ever cared about.
Eden.
The hell with you. You can go to hell if they'll have you.
Okay, Eden. Go ahead, keep proving my point. Well, Cruz.
Mason?
Too bad you weren't here a few seconds ago. She was in rare form.
Eden?
Hope you're not averse to the sound of her name, considering the unfortunate turn of events.
I don't have time for this.
Cruz, I'm trying to be sensitive. The old song says, I know, breaking up is hard to do.
Yeah, I'm here to continue the investigation. I left this number. If anybody calls, I'll be upstairs.
Eden's upstairs now.
So?
Just thought you might want to reschedule, that's all.
Mason, I have a job to do. And I wouldn't be able to do it if I spent my time trying to avoid your sister, now would I?
Well, I applaud your dedication, Cruz, but will you allow me that it's much easier to do your job now that Eden's been cleared?
Not necessarily.
Come now, I know you're wounded, but surely you weren't looking forward to the prospect of carting her off in handcuffs.
No, but you were looking forward to seeing it, I'm sure. You must be very disappointed.
No, not disappointed, just puzzled.
About what?
Well, for someone who's been granted a reprieve, Eden doesn't seem very happy. In fact, she seems worse off than before. I can't help wondering why that is.
That man's loyalty to you. If he had any brains at all, he would have split from you years ago. But then again, I suppose some people just never learn, do they?
No sign of her.
Never mind. I got what I came for. Take him to the saloon.
Okay, what this is a mixture of aspirin and codeine. Now, this should help the pain. If it doesn't, then I'll see about getting you an appointment at the hospital.
Okay, thanks, Doctor.
Okay.
Whoa, good work. Mark, Dr. Mark. The last time I looked, there were 6 people in here. Now look at it.
Yeah, well, we're lucky. There's not a whole lot of serious problems today. More than our share of unspecific aches and pains, though.
Yeah.
Few of our patients were disturbed that I couldn't give them anything more than codeine.
Can you imagine what it would be like if we kept anything stronger in here? I mean, we'd have every drug addict in a 10-mile radius in here like a swarm of locusts.